100x only. We are reviewing Ethereum today, and as always, we start from the top. This is the yearly chart, and what we're seeing here is a consolidation that happened in 2017 up into 2020, and there was a breakout. We're going to mark up some levels here. The important levels on this chart is $8, $736, which was the closing level from 2020 that broke out in 2021, where we saw the 4x upside move. The other critical level to keep in mind here, probably the most important level for Ethereum if you're looking for an expansion to the upside and new highs, would be this 3,678. What we have on this chart is consolidation, big move, and now there is an inside candle as of right now for 2022. Today is April 30th, 2022, but anything could happen here. It's still early. We're in Q2, and we need to see what happens. When we move to the quarterly chart, what we see here is the big move that could not close above this 3,678. You can see that it was a very significant level. For some reason, more sellers than buyers, and start seeing what could potentially be a short-term turn. We then go to the monthly level to get a little bit more clarity and see what's happening here. There's a few levels we would want to mark up. First is the May 2021 closing level here, and we will do this dark green because it's the monthly. This was the opening of May 2021. Another important level would be this 2,275, which was the closing level of June 2021, which makes it very obvious that there was a consolidation here after the big pump in end of 2020, beginning of 2021, into the middle, consolidation. You see it breaks higher, retests that May 2021 level that we've marked out at $2,798, then does another move, but then rotates lower. And we get a minus 20% move, a minus 26% move. So these are significant sell-offs, showing some distribution. From this January 2022 month, you can see that we had two inside candles. So we were really just playing inside that move. And then now in April, given that this candle is about to close, this is very important, where we saw a retest on the upside, which failed below that key level of 3,678. And we're about to have an outside reversal, which doesn't look good. When you're just looking for this counter trend from the top, you have a big push, two inside candles, outside reversal. This points to some downside, at least in the short term. And getting below this, 2750 won't be that great for Ethereum. Then we're going to have to be looking at other levels such as 2,275 and see if that holds. On a monthly basis, we would really want to see that not get below it, because it could open the $1,700 level, the 1,400 2018 high to be retested, and even as down as 1,000. However, we're probably very far away from any of those downside scenarios playing if it was to happen. So when we move to the weekly chart, you can see that this counter trend, as one may call it, is so far in control. It pushed lower, it consolidated for many weeks. We recently saw a push up, which then started to roll over. And now we're getting to a critical level, and I'm going to mark up this on the weekly side just because this $2,542 is a key level. We would want to see that hold for a, call it, smooth upside resolution on Ethereum. And how that could potentially look like from here is there will be a new monthly chart candle opening. Maybe this would be the wick. It retests that 2,242, and then once it got above this level again on the monthly side, it would be the first sign that maybe there's more bulls than bears, and you can easily see at least a retest of that 3,678. We're going to go now to the daily chart just to mark a few other key areas of significance. This right here on the daily chart, this 2,978, which is pretty much the 3,000 level, you can see that it's been a magnet level. It was holding, got below. Once it got below, now it really needs to reclaim that level for us to think that there's more upside. Before people start talking about 3,678, 4,000, 5,000, first level Ethereum has to regain is this 2,982. And then on the downside, we can see that if you're looking from in a bull's perspective, there was a big push. It rotates into this key pivot. It consolidates, it pushes higher, rotates. It does a quick test, but it's really consolidating above, and pushed. We really want to see this consolidation zone hold and go to the upside, because otherwise we could be looking at something that is probably along these lines. And right here it starts to be dangerous because we're below that pivot level, and you're probably looking at a retest below 2,275, and obviously it could do this, and that's how we continue on the bullish trend, or it can consolidate here and then do further breaks, and then it could be trending down to that $1,400 level, the 2018 high, which is also where price did trade for quite some time back in the beginning of 2021. And if it did that, it could retest the 2,275, and it could roll over again, or it could not. Obviously, we're looking at the daily chart here. This is kind of just picturing out potential paths for Ethereum across a long time frame. So we're going to bring it back to just what could we be looking at in the next week, in the next month. It really comes down to 2,542. That could be a level to trade to the upside if it turns. And the other level that you would want to see kind of be reclaimed if we came all the way down here is this 2,775. And then the other level that it would have to take is about that 3,000. If it doesn't, it could just be that it's just retesting the resistance, coming down, retesting, coming down, and you have to be prepared for that, especially if the crypto market and the equity market and the global market is risk off. It's going to be very difficult to see this just continuously go up. Doesn't matter if there's the merge or no merge, risk appetite is going to play a big role here. That's it for today. This is 100x only, and we'll talk soon.